Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Joey. All right, it is time for us to start, and today we will continue exploring the basic identities represented by our chakras. And today is the heart chakra. Anodea Judith, in her book Eastern Body, Western Mind, writes, "The heart chakra is where we create a social identity, also known as our persona. The persona is the personality created to interact with others. It is the part of ourselves that the ego allows to rise above the surface, separated off from the shadow. And our shadow is basically the opposite of our persona, all the parts of ourselves that we tend to hide. So, our social identity may be the compulsive helper, the seductive lover, the people pleaser, the entertainer, etc. In our families, we may take on the role of the lost child, the hero, the good girl, the rebel. Initially, our self-concept is based on how others react to us, whether we are popular or outcast, admired or criticized, loved or rejected. And we identify ourselves primarily through our relationships. As we mature, we identify shifts to include how we perceive our role of service to others, or how we have learned to give and embrace a world beyond our ego-oriented self. And this becomes the basis of our self-acceptance. So the main task in our fourth chakra, in our heart chakra, is not to improve, quote unquote, on the way we present ourselves to the world, but to actually integrate all of our parts, our persona and our shadow, our body and our mind, our feminine and our masculine. Through self-acceptance, we start expanding our social identity to include not only relationships with other people around us, but to create an intimate relationship with ourselves as well. Elena Brower says, self-acceptance is an altruistic act, echoing Thich Nhat Hanh's famous saying, by taking care of myself, I take care of you. I love this. By taking care of myself, I take care of you. So today, let's do a self-acceptance practice, loosely based on Tara Brach's meditation on letting love in. As always, take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle in. Notice what's going on for you today, physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you? Let your breath be soft and easy. Don't try to force it. Simply notice how it flows through your body, in and out, accepting your breath just the way it is. Close your eyes. Bring your attention to your heart chakra. And we're going to repeat the Bija mantra for the heart chakra. The sound here is YAM, Y-A-M. Maybe you visualize your heart chakra as a sphere of green light, emanating energy all around you as far as you want to feel it. and repeat after me 7 times. Yum, 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 yum. See if you can let go of your guard and bring to mind a situation that makes you filled with self-judgment or self-aversion. A situation where you are unable to hold yourself with compassion. Visualize what's going on and remind yourself of the worst part of the situation. What really makes you feel that something is wrong with me or I am bad. Allow yourself to contact this vulnerable place in your body that feels that you are unlovable, unworthy, bad. Try to open to the felt sense by paying attention to your throat, heart, and belly. And once you find this vulnerability, this something you are trying to hide even from yourself, take a pause. Take a nice breath in and out. Bring your fingertips to your heart center and gently tap with your fingertips around your chest, repeating these words out loud if appropriate or mentally. Even though I feel this way now, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I feel this way now, I choose to love and accept myself. And one more time while tapping. Even though I feel this way now, I choose to love and accept myself. From this vulnerable inner space, imagine the kind of nurture that would feel most comforting, most healing for you right now. Maybe it's the words that affirm your goodness and worth. Maybe it's a hug, a tender and accepting presence. And sense who you most wish would be the source of that nurture. Whose love would feel most healing right now? Whose words would be most impactful? Whose care would you most trust? You might imagine a dear friend, a child, your pet, a place in nature, whatever it is for you. Or you might experience a formless presence of your own higher self, your realized being. Feel how much you long to be truly seen, loved, held, And then, either silently or in a whisper, call on the source of loving you have chosen. You might simply say, "Please love me. Please hold me. Please take care of me." Or whatever words most fully express your longing. Repeat them a few times and imagine, feel that you are heard. Sense or imagine that your vulnerability and longing are really felt by the presence of this person or just formless presence of your higher self. If the being you have chosen has eyes, imagine them looking at you, receiving all of you, your persona and your shadow self, your goodness and badness, your uniqueness, receiving you with total love, understanding, care. Sense this love as an energetic presence that surrounds you and soaks into you. Be like an absorbent sponge, letting all this love in. You might feel the love filling your body like a warm glow, or visualize it as a flow of golden nectar, penetrating into the hollows and crevices, soothing and healing the most wounded places inside you. Allow yourself to bathe in this loving, to surrender and let go into this love more and more fully, to dissolve into oneness with this loving presence. Become the tender field that your small ego self is floating in, the loving awareness that is holding your entire life. This is your heart space. Once again, you may visualize it being filled with a green energy, green light emanating from within you and into the world, further and further out, as far as you can feel. Take up as much space with this energy as you want. And now take some moments to just listen. Is there a message from this heart space? Something for you to remember that feels important. As you go through your day today, I invite you to notice how you present yourself to the world. It may be different with different groups of people in different situations. What can you learn about your social identity? What can you learn about your persona today that you haven't already known? It could be a very interesting exploration. And of course, whenever you notice that you're being harsh on yourself, maybe you can simply stop, take a breath, and remind yourself, even though I feel this way now, I choose to love and accept myself. Enjoy. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.